Hello everybody, welcome to CSA 101. My name is Katie Bishop. I am part farmer and co-owner of PrairiErth Farm. The purpose of the CSA 101 videos are just to get you guys primed and ready for CSA season. It's right around the corner, so I want to make sure we have all the information we need to make sure that the CSA is successful for you. Whew, that's really hard to say. CSA is successful for you and for us. We want this to work for both of us. So today's video, of the next 6 videos, we're going to have one every single day that I'm going to upload. Today's video is going to be about the farm, about Hans and I, about our story, and about why the CSA is so important to us. If you have been part of a CSA before, then you know typically it's a relationship with the farmer where you get a box of food or you get a share of produce. In the old days of CSA, the whole purpose of it was so that you could help support the farmer and in return get access to food that you normally couldn't find anywhere else. Local organic food was not as easy to find as it is now. But things have definitely changed, and you can go to your cooperative grocery store and get local organic food. You can go to a grocery store and get organic food, not local, but organic food. And so it's not as necessary for people to be part of a CSA. However, so many of you guys join. The reason that we here is because you do want to support the small farmer. You understand how important it is to keep that money locally. When you give us all the money for the food instead of going to the store and the farmer only gets a small percentage of that money. So that's very powerful, and we know that that's important to a lot of you. The other thing we know that's also very important to a lot of you is how fresh the produce is. Typically, produce, vegetables specifically, will rapidly lose their nutrient content from the moment they are picked. And so when you're buying that stuff at the store, it's usually at least a week old. And so you're losing a lot of the freshness. And that means that it doesn't taste as good and it's not as nutrient dense. So you're actually not getting your money's worth necessarily. So when you're buying it so fresh that it was picked that day, you're going to be able to taste a difference. There's probably many other reasons why you joined a CSA, and I would actually really love to hear that. So if you want to put it down in the comments below or shoot me an email, I would love that. So our CSA is actually the foundation of our farm. It is what allowed Hans and I to focus on the farm and pursue it and build this dream come true place of ours and job of ours. So Hans and I met at State Farm about 10 years ago. We both worked in claims. I always joke around that I trained him, and then he got promoted over me. I was so angry. Anyway, I'm not angry anymore. Can you tell? I'm not really bitter. Not really. Anyway, so we were both pretty discontent with the corporate culture. It was nothing against State Farm at all. It was just we wanted to be more active. We didn't want to stay in a cubicle all the time. We both were pretty passionate about nature and the environment, and we wanted to do something that made a difference in that realm. And I'll be 100% honest with you, I don't handle authority very well. I need to be my own boss, and so this was the perfect opportunity for me to be creative and be my own boss and own my own business. Hans' dad has a 350-acre certified organic farm, and he was raising organic corn and soybeans and oats, and he had grass-fed cows, and he had chickens for eggs. And so we thought, what a great opportunity. So we approached him. We asked him if we could rent a little bit of land, and of course he said yes. And so we rented a 1/4 of an acre, and we started growing. This was about 9 years ago. And then we went to our first farmer's market, and we fell in love with the feeling of being able to grow food and then see the person who's going to eat it and enjoy it and gain the benefits from it. We get to see them directly. It was so wonderful, and it just propelled us forward, and we knew we wanted to do this for a living. But obviously, we had a mortgage and we needed health insurance, and it's very, very hard to start a business and not have some income, right? So for the first year, Hans worked full-time and I worked full-time at State Farm. He did a compressed work week where he would work 4 10-hour days and then come out to the farm 1 day a week and work. And then we would both come to the farm Friday after work and harvest for market, and we would do the market on Saturday, and then we would work all day on the farm on Sunday, and it was exhausting, and I don't know how we did it. It was just pure love of the work, I think, that got us got us there, and a lot of optimism. So it went so well at the farmers market that we decided to take a leap. And Hans was going to quit his job at State Farm. But to do that, we needed some type of plan, some type of insurance policy. And so we started the CSA. And those first 30 members are the reason that Hans was able to leave his job. That's how we felt comfortable enough that he could leave his job and farm full time. Some of you guys, you original 30, are still with us. And I can't tell you, you have such a special place in my heart because you really were the foundation of the farm. Fast forward 8 years, every single CSA member who's ever been part of our farm has allowed us to get to where we are now. And it is that trust and that support. So now the farm is a little bit different than it was when we first started. My father-in-law still grows organic corn and soybeans and wheat and oats. Hans helps a little bit with the wheat as well. We still have that grass-fed beef. We don't do chickens anymore. We have to budget our time, but we do have heritage breed pigs that my little brother-in-law, he's 16, he raises those. And then Hans and I raise 25 acres of vegetables, and we have a very small orchard, so sometimes you'll see some of the fruit that I pick from that come to the CSA that you can purchase extra. We also have restored prairie and some natural woodlands. We're really big into land conservation, biodiversity. We want to see a lot of different living things on our farm. We pay very close attention to our soil health because that translates into better tasting food and also more nutritious food. So we use a lot of cover crops. We're organic, we're certified organic, and that means that we get inspected every single year by a third party. It means extensive record keeping, but it means so much more than just no pesticides, no herbicides. It's so much more than that. I mean, the soil fertility is a very important part, so we have to make sure that we have really good, healthy, living soil. Everything from our compost, our well gets tested. It's really, really an important piece of our farm. We're proud of our certification, and we want you to be proud of that too. So it means also that you don't have to just take our word for it. When the going gets tough and the weeds get high or the bug pressure comes in, we're not just going to come in and spray this one area or this one time. We're not going to do that. And we have this third-party inspector who comes in every year to make sure of it. So again, you can trust in that. We are located 25 miles south of Bloomington in Atlanta, Illinois, right off of Route 66 and 55. We want you guys to come visit us. We have a couple different farm events. We just had a garden day last Sunday. Hopefully some of you guys were able to attend that. If the weather's great, we're going to have our fall harvest party that we've had every year in September, October. That's a lot of fun. But even if those don't work, you're still welcome to come out to the farm and take a look around. Just give me a call. We'll set up a time for you to come visit. You can bring your friends and family as well. Okay, so I think that's it. That's the bulk of our story. If you guys want to know anything else, go ahead and put it down in the comments below or send me an email. I also really want to get to know you too, so feel free to bring your family to the pickup and introduce them to me. Bring your dogs. If you want to come out to the farm, come out to the farm and bring your friends and family. We would love to see you there. Also, join the CSA Facebook group. It's a wonderful way for us to get to know each other and our likes and our dislikes and our cooking skills. And to be honest with you, I would love to just see you on Facebook or Instagram too. So if you're on there, give me a follow or give me a friend request and I'll totally accept that. That would be awesome. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the nitty-gritty details of the CSA. This is going to be super, super vital and important for both traditional CSA members and choice CSA members. Since we're doing some things new this year, even if you are a returning member, it's probably a good idea to catch this one too. I know that sometimes you guys aren't going to be able to watch these every single day that they come out, or you might want to refer to this later. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pin post in the CSA Facebook group. I'm also going to upload this to YouTube and share the link with you so that you can go back and watch it later if you want as well. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow with the nitty-gritty details of our CSA program. Bye.